I think the concept that's being tested in this data sufficiency question is a mixture of ratios. The ratio the question is asking about is the percent of students who walk to school, and that percent, the percent of students who walk to school, is a mixture of the percent of females who walk to school and the percent of non-females who walk to school. The overall percent of students walking to school would be somewhere in between those two ratios. So we're mixing two ratios here, and another way to say that is it's going to be a weighted average. Now, we don't actually have to compute anything because this is data sufficiency, but if we understand that the thing that they're asking about, right, they're asking is the percent of students who walk to school at least 60, and then in statement 1 they're giving us the percent of female students who walk to school, they're saying that one is at least 60. Does that mean necessarily that the overall percent of students who walk to school is at least 60? And the answer is no, it doesn't necessarily mean that, because the percent of students who walk to school is going to be somewhere in between the percent of females who walk to school and the percent of non-females who walk to school. Now, if the percent of non-females who walk to school is very low, then it's very likely that we'll get a no. The percent of students walking to school is not at least 60. On the other hand, if the percent of non-females who walk to school is more than 60, then the answer is a definitive yes. So statement 1 on its own is not sufficient to answer this question because it only gives us one side of the mixture of ratios and we don't know anything about the other side. So let's go ahead and eliminate the answer choices that claim that statement 1 is sufficient on its own. A and D are gone, and we're down to B, C, or E. The second statement gives us a ratio of 2 to 1 for students who walk to school to students who don't walk to school. And as you probably know by now, I like to add an inference column when I'm given a ratio. In this case, the inference would probably be for the total students. So I have walkers to non-walkers to total is 2 to 1 to 3. And now I can see from my three-way ratio that the percent of students who walk to school is 2/3, also known as 66 2/3%, and that gives me a definitive yes, the percent of students who walk to school is at least 60%. In fact, I know exactly what it is. It's 66 2/3%. So statement 2 is sufficient on its own, and the correct answer is B. If you found this video useful, go to quantreasoning.com for a lot more where that came from. You should also click that like button and let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to make future videos about. And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that and click that bell below so you get notified about future videos. See you next time.